think Brooke Lopez had like 33.
36.
But yeah, Drew and Chris didn't give him enough. That one turnover from Drew. I mean, I don't know if it was a foul or not, but that was critical. And yeah,
Still think Bucks in 7 though. Still think Bucks in 7.
Low key still could be Bucks in 7.
The Heat got to win two road games against the championship team like that. With no hero.
That's hypothetically assuming they've lost and losing Game 6 though. That's assuming they lose Game 6. The Heat.
Yeah.
So Giannis has to. I mean, next game's literally a must-win, but at the same time, I don't think they're beating the Bucks in a must-win game in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I trust Giannis in a closeout game more than.
Yeah,
I think I trust Jimmy.
I mean, Jimmy's playoff Jimmy's that man for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
But that's the first seed. It's the best defense in the league. Like,
yeah,
damn near
against the worst offense, basically.
Yeah, for sure. So,
damn.
Yeah,
I was not expecting
that's
that.
crazy. Philly got the sweep. Not really surprised. At the same time, though, if I had to bet, I would have bet that Nuggets would get the sweep before Philly would. For some reason, I didn't.
Yeah, I thought Philly was for sure gonna
because they're just
at least give one. I mean, they almost did.
It's a team full of bottlers on that Philly team.
I surely thought they were gonna give one away.
You got Embiid, who got hurt in the series, right?
Yeah.
Who's typical for getting hurt, which is a form of bottling. I don't give a fuck if you're injury prone. That's a form of bottling. Harden, we all know, and then Doc Rivers, we all know. Two bottlers right there. So, which and I support James Harden. I love James Harden's game, and you know what I'm saying. It doesn't make him not a bottler, which is like choker, same thing. But yeah, that's that. Whew, Bucks down 3-1, Bucks in 7.
Bucks in 7.
What I mean by that is that I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks came back and won in 7, or if it just went to 7 games and they lost. Like that changes losing in, you know what I'm saying, 5. Like
what does that mean for them if they do lose though, bro?
It means, if you really think about it, like here's what's ugly. If you really think about it, 2 of the top 5 best defenders in the league are on that team.
Yeah.
3 of the top 10.
Obviously, you just run it back, right? But like, the niggas
I just
are getting
don't.
old.
I mean, yeah, Heat match up well, I guess. Without Hero, though, is what's surprising. I'm surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't look good for Giannis, even though he's already established himself and has a ring and MVP, whatever.
Yeah, you can't go out.
You can't be losing the first round as the first seed. I don't care if it's Miami in the 8th seed, which is a skewed 8th seed. Like I said, that's fucked.
He missed 2 games.
First
though.
round.
He missed
True.
2 games.
True, but still, he did miss games. I mean, but that you came back. You came back and let Jimmy drop how much on your head?
54. 55.
Come on now. So if you're gonna come back and play and let Jimmy you know what I'm saying, do that, it counts. You lost in the first round if that's what happens.
Yeah.
But I still think. Here's the thing. I think they win next game for sure. And I think it's Giannis and a championship team who's been here, who's not been here in the first round down bad, other than the bubble, I guess, but which was to Miami.
They lost in the bubble to Miami.
Yeah. But
I mean, Giannis has won. I mean, Game 7 against Brooklyn was at Brooklyn. When in the KD series, that was at Brooklyn.
Yeah,
and then
that was in Brooklyn. And KD went off, and they still got the game. They still got the win.
Was Game 6 of the finals at closeout? That was at Milwaukee? That was at Milwaukee.
In the finals, against the Suns? Yeah, it was in Milwaukee. That block. Wait, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think they beat him in Phoenix. I think Phoenix had the best record in the NBA that year. Am I tripping?
It was Game 6 though, so it would have been.
The block was in Phoenix. I feel like.
It was Game 6. It would have been in Milwaukee if it was Game 6 because Phoenix did have home record. So if it would have been Game 7, it would have been in Phoenix. So Game 6 was in Milwaukee.
Did it go to 7?
Nah.
Yeah. You're right. I guess.
I'm tripping about the block being. I trust Giannis in closeout games. He hasn't against Game 7 against the Celtics last year. I mean, he did more than enough. His team just didn't have enough around him last year. And then in Game 7 against the Nets, balled out, closeout game of the finals, 50 points. Like, I trust Giannis in closeout situations. So, but 3-1, that's tough.
That is tough. But if he wins next game and they can still steal the game in Miami, which a lot of people are going to say is not possible based on what we've seen.
Yeah.
I don't count out a team who's won a championship in the last 3 years who has a top 3 player in the league, top 2 player in the league, top 1 player in the league.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even though he ain't really – it doesn't seem fully 100%, I don't think. But he seems like 90%. So I think that's good enough. If you get more than like 28 combined, 30 combined points from fucking Middleton and Holiday, you need more than that, even though Brooks still gave him that much.
So,
anybody else in the East we need to talk about? You think?
What do you, in terms of round 2, like for Philly, like I guess, because they're saying there's a 50% chance Embiid isn't ready for round 2. I mean, obviously, if they're going up against the Celtics, they don't have a chance without Embiid, right?
Yeah, they don't have a chance.
Yeah,
without
I mean,
that'll be a better series than people think, though. If Embiid plays and he's smooth.
Oh, if Embiid plays, then
that could go to 7.
Yeah,
it could go to 6, 7 easy.
You know, the Celtics have the Phillies' number. I still think the way Joel Embiid's playing right now.
Yeah, like no one can really. Al Horford's not the same player Al Horford
and he
was
dropped
3 years ago.
He dropped 50 on the last time they played.
Yeah,
and won.
And I think so. I mean, but at the same time, I don't think Harden's played well against them.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll have to see. Boston's up 3-1. So, I mean, the Hawks might make that series longer than it has to be, which I think would make it interesting. You don't think that there's no? Oh no, Game 6 is back in Boston. Game 6 is. No, it's Game 5. Game 5 is in Boston. They're about to end the series.
DeJounte Murray suspended, so they don't have a chance.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that tonight.
I just saw a video, bro. It was on time with the ref.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
He really got way up in his
the ref
face.
And, nudged him,
he was
low-key headbutted him, bro.
That's nuts. I can't believe that.
I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
DeJounte really thinks he's I don't know,
And wasn't they lost? Was it? It wasn't a close loss. They kept it close. I thought
they had kept it close,
but then I thought the Celtics pulled away late. So
nah, they won by 9.
So what are you complaining about?
They won by 8. They won by 8.
I don't understand what he's complaining about to that point. If he would have, if the ref would have called a game-winning foul or something like that, or a no call, then I understand his frustration to the point that he's going after the ref like that. But
yeah,
if you lost by 9, go to the locker room, bro.
Get out the
one call that ref made ain't gonna change the game.
Yeah, you're right, for sure.
But I'm surprised the Hawks won the games. But
true.
Yeah, the series is over.
That nigga Trae Young had a game last night, I think. Let me go look. He
about time.
35 and 15.
About time, bro.
Let me see how many turnovers. 1.
Damn. 15 assists,
wow.
1 turnover.
Well, his plus minus must have been crazy. 0. What was his field goal percentage? 4 for 10 from 3.
Oh, that's why.
11 for 26.
Even when he drops 35, he's a fucking 0.
2 steals,
plus minus,
3 rebounds. Yeah, he is. Hey, DeJounte Murray's rebounds and assists is a lock every night.
Is it?
10. 9.5. He gets 9 and 6. He gets 6, 7. You know, he gets fucking 13, 14.
He may be able to bet it again for the rest of the season.
True. Yeah. You think the Timberwolves win another game? I really think they do. Nah. Even though they choked last night, they had a great game.
I think that was their one and only game.
Yeah, they had 16 points in
Especially
the fourth quarter.
Especially if this is going back to Denver.
I'd love to see him win another one, though. It is going back to Denver, and they're the best home team in the league.
Yeah, I just don't see them winning another one.
Anybody else in the East we need to talk about? Yeah, there's one more.
Knicks, Cavs.
You were right. I'll admit it.
What's crazy is I low-key let you talk me into
almost
picking the Cavs. I said, I think the Cavs might pull through, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks won. But I had Knicks before series started. I had Knicks, bro.
I don't know what it is about them, bro. I don't know. I guess I watched them a good amount in the regular season, and the games I watched, I mean, not a good amount. I mean, a good amount for a team I don't care about. You know what I'm saying?
The Cavs?
No, the Knicks. I probably watch more Knicks games than Cavs games. I watch a lot of Cavs highlights just because I'm going to watch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good performances. But, and, Garland and Mitchell had a lot. But
they're just not, bro, they just can't score.
Yeah. I don't get that. And they can't stop Brunson. Nobody on the team can stop Brunson.
Apparently
he gets a bucket.
Apparently they just be spamming pick and roll.
Yeah, they can't guard it.
And the Cavs are the worst. The Cavs are one of the worst catch and shoot wing teams. Like as far as their wings players, like they're the worst catch and shoot.
Yeah, they actually can't really shoot that well.
Yeah. Like outside of Donovan Mitchell and Garland, like they have no.
You would think, but LeVert's one of those guys who's a better shooter when he creates his own shit.
Yeah.
And he's not getting like he's not even really a third. He's barely fourth option really.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Mobley shines in that way, like in that offense, with how much is going on other than him. But
I don't know. I felt good about the Knicks, bro. I thought people were a little too high on the Cavs.
I don't. Yeah. I was too high on the Cavs. They're down 3-1.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Didn't even get 80 points in game.
Donovan left that type of shit to go do it again, losing the first round.
Is he? I mean, the next question you gotta ask is like, can he be the best player on a championship team? I mean,
how old is he? He is older, isn't he?
26, I think.
Yeah, he's getting to that age where. Well, he's getting to that. His play style has to be. He has to be with his play style. Like, but at the same time, anybody can't. Like, not anybody, but any player like that can be if you put the perfect roster around him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you also you have the ideal. Like, not necessarily the ideal. I mean, it can get better than Jared Allen. There's players who Jared Allen and Mobley are the same. There's players who combine that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean?
They have a solid roster, but
they do.
I don't know. I don't know if it's lack of experience.
Jared Allen's
probably.
really only a lob threat. Mobley, I think his development hasn't been as quick as people would like, but he's a solid player. He's gonna, I don't know if he'll ever be All-Star. Maybe type of player who'll sneak in on an injury. Sneak in on an injury type year on, Yeah. But that'd also have to be like in a couple years from now, and Garland or Mitchell hypothetically probably wouldn't be there for that to happen.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see about that. You're right. That will bring the question up if Donovan Mitchell gets traded to a new team, better roster, and still loses in the first round. Can he be the best player on a championship team?
And Brunson's just a dog, man.
Brunson's
I don't know what it is about him.
I don't know either.
He's
got that short center of gravity.
It's crazy. Like
he's stocky.
He's still technically underpaid, bro. Like the Knicks
yeah.
got him for $100 million, bro.
For what? 3 years?
4 years.
4 years.
I think it was 3 or 4.
No, it had to be more. Had to be more than 100.
I think he's making like 25, 27 ish a year.
Okay. Yeah, that is a steal. Because. Yeah, I didn't know that nigga. Tyus Jones.
Yeah,
he's making $15 million a year. I think. Yeah, I got a 2-year, $30 million deal.
Damn, that's
a lot for backup. Yeah. He's the highest paid backup in the league. The highest paid non-starter. I guess
think he's the best backup in the league.
For sure,
he deserves that.
I'm over here trying my hardest not to watch the game, because the Lakers game just came on as well. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, the Cavs. I don't understand it. We'll have to see next year. Maybe see what they do next year. They'll fuck around and get the first seed next year and still lose in the first round. They're that type of team. It seems like they're gonna be a regular season team. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the Knicks aren't crazy.
Because their play style is way better than the regular season. Like, all the motherfuckers do is just pick and roll you to death, and like teams are locking. If you're especially a Tom Thibodeau led defensive team is like locking down on that in the playoffs.
Sure.
Like,
for sure.
If you're not knocking down those shots, which they're not.
Yeah, they're not. They're not, because they're getting a lot of open shots. But I mean, I think it's also scouting report. They're leaving a lot of shooters open. They're pouncing on Garland and Mitchell. Like Garland and Mitchell, the last 2 games haven't. They both had a lot of assists, it seems like, but I don't think either one scored more than 25 points the last 2 games. I might be tripping, but
I mean, the Knicks role players are just stepping up.
Let's look. They are.
Josh Hart,
very much so.
Last game.
Yeah, Garland had 23 and 10. Mitchell had 11 and 5. Like, they're not even breaking 100.
Mitchell had 11 and 5. Or
11 points and 5 assists.
Last game?
Yes.
Damn.
The game before that, he had 22 and 5. Garland had 10 and 3. Like, they're both. And then 17 was the next most. LeVert. Like,
shit.
I don't know. Garland's a better defender than Donovan Mitchell is.
Low key, yeah.
If you really think about it, plays the passing lanes better, puts up almost more of a fight. Yeah, and even in their win, like they play good D in their win. That's the thing. They defend the rim well. That's it.
Yeah.
They don't defend it that well.
Yeah.
And Brunson, you got a mid-range killer on that team. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, I meant to say this last podcast, and I forgot to say it. The mid-range is different it's a different shot in the playoffs. If you have players who can knock the mid-range down at a high level, that, you know, those guys who are literally elite mid-range, they shoot 60, 70% from the mid-range in the playoffs.
Especially the pull-up mid-range.
Because it's not, no easy buckets, nothing at the rim easy, you know what I'm saying? Like most playoff teams, good teams, have good bigs, you know what I'm saying? Players who can defend the rim, you know.
Yeah, they're just not hitting those mid-range pull-ups, bro.
You have to have mid-range killers. And Garland and Mitchell, you would think, but they're not really shooting them. One of them stand out behind the arc at all times, while the other one's not, you know?
Yeah.
And they're playing the pick and roll. You don't get many, you know, there's a Thibodeau-led team. They know when to help. They know how to help.
Right,
you know,
right.
if you're not playing it in the very middle center of the top of the key and going right to the elbow, like you're not going to get a mid-range, really. And then the Knicks are kind of long, you know what I'm saying? And kind of deep too.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Pause. But yeah. I think that's it. I don't really think there's much else to discuss in the East.
Nah. What do you want to talk about out West?
Let's start with Kawhi and the Clippers. Today, already being ruled out for tomorrow?
Yeah. He's done for the year.
He's surely worse than they're saying, right?
Yeah, like
because I don't think
he's done for the year.
Yeah,
which is another.
I mean, this game doesn't. They're not. I don't think they were ever going to win game. Which is another game in this series.
Another Clippers season that's gone to waste.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of stuff today. Like, is the question? Do we It's failed. It's been 4 years. Is this year 5 or year 4 of them?
5, I think.
No, because
2019.
Yeah, this is year 4. This is year 4 because Kawhi won a chip in 2019. This is going on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, literally every single outside of that first bubble year, every other season ended with Kawhi or Paul George getting injured.
Yeah, at that point they needed a third star. Like, I don't know. Fuck the Clippers. Real deal.
Yeah.
Real spiel. But still, the questions are going to be raised next round for the Suns because they're not deep at all.
They're barely winning against the Clippers. Every game's been single digits.
They couldn't stop Westbrook.
Even with
Westbrook. I mean, I'm not saying Westbrook's easy to stop, but you know what I'm saying. Westbrook doing everything on both ends. Yeah. Who would they get next round?
Denver.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Denver.
No, they would get the winner of. Yeah, you're right. I'm tripping. They would get Denver. We would get the winner of Golden State and Sacramento. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about Minnesota last night. The fuck was that? They were literally trying to lose. It was like they bet to lose and they were trying to because they were accidentally winning. Like, that was insane. 15 in the fourth. Go to OT. I'm surprised they won in OT. I wonder who did what in OT. Like,
I didn't get a chance to watch that game.
Yeah, I didn't finish it, but I was watching it and thought they were like, oh, they got them a win, and then turned it off.
Anthony Edwards, though, man.
That's that.
He's a stud.
Stud, baller, hooper.
Bro, 21 too.
He's a hoopist. Word to Cash.
Hoopist.
Do you know Cash? Nasty.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Cash. Yeah.
He I don't know if he really created it because he didn't really. Well, he just added to it. But you remember when repeating words at the same time was real popular. Like, oh, he's mad.
Oh yeah.
like at that same time, he was really popping on YouTube. But he started saying, "Oh, he's a hooper. Nah, he's just a hooper." And then saying, "Nah, that's a hoopist." Like, and then calling like an average Joe a hoop. Like
a hoop.
Yeah, he's just goofy. Cause I mean he has a younger crowd too, so he appeals to the younger crowd too. But
yeah, I think the Nuggets close it out at home.
I like seeing Ant work out there. I just wish he had somebody different than Cat. Cat's weak. Cat's weak as fuck.
Is Cat even a number 2?
No,
like
he's not. No, at this point, no. You would think.
Yeah,
he's not even like he doesn't. Nothing in this first round has shown all-star caliber. I mean, not caliber player. Like to me, really. Like,
but like how I mean, how would he fare as a number 3 though? Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know. In their win, 17-11, 5 field goals made, no threes, 7 for 10 from the free throw line. I hate a nigga who missed free throws. I mean, I guess it's weird how normal it seems to have become in the league.
To miss free throws?
Every nigga go 11 for or 8 for 10 on the night. You know what I'm saying? 7 for 9. I hate a nigga like other than the 5 niggas who shoot over 90%. You know what I'm saying? Like, hate that shit. But yeah. Oh no, he had 27 the other night. But he's having a lot of these games where he's not doing shit. Like he's having quiet 20s, quiet 25s. You know. But he had one stinker. He had a stinker. 10 points.
Which game was that?
Game 2. I mean, 10 points in game 2? Like, you're supposed to come out hard in game 2.
I think Edwards
Ant
like
gave you
30,
41.
Yeah. He hooped, yeah.
That's that boy, and he's doing it on both ends. That's my. Bro, he's low key my favorite player in the NBA.
Bro, he actually plays defense, bro.
He actually play. He's trying to take it. Like he wants to.
Bro,
he wants his man to not score all night. Like
bro,
he's
he
thinking like that.
Hella shots, dude.
Literally,
like
he's that young D-Wade type,
bro.
Like, he's
meeting people at the rim.
Yeah, he wants.
Like,
he's
at
meeting
the apex
bigs.
of the rim.
Yeah, that's insane. That's my guy. I love Ant. It's not my guy, but I fuck with him heavy. Who else? Nah, Mike Conley. He hasn't really. He's hit some big shots, but they're just not. You know.
Yeah.
There's not enough on that team.
Yeah.
With what Cat?
They need another piece. They need to get rid of. I don't know. No, you can't get rid of Gobert.
Nah, he's getting paid way too much, and you just gave up way too much. He
can't
would
get
look
rid of
stupid.
But then,
And
like,
at the end of the
but
day,
then if you add another star, like, what do you like?
You got a guy who wants to play power forward, who wants to be out on the 3-point line as a big man. So you need a center who can defend the rim at least and get rebounds, because the second biggest guy on the team is not getting rebounds at the rate somebody that height typically is, and who he's guarding on defense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know what they need, bro. Dude. Man, I feel like they just need like another player who's gonna come in and give you like 16-ish a game. Like,
yeah, I need a different point guard.
Yeah,
I don't know who, but I mean Conley's old. Conley needs to be a 6 man. Like, he'd be the perfect 6 man for a team.
Yeah,
run the second unit, but Tyus Jones, that would be smooth. I would like that. Or like, I mean, I don't know, like somebody like I don't know. For some reason, I thought Alonzo. Lonzo there, I feel like
they saying he ain't coming back ever.
He'll never play again. That's crazy.
It's fucked. They said nobody's ever came back from the surgery he's about to get.
That's insane.
Some shit like that.
Poor guy.
Yep.
LeVar failed, low-key. He only got 1 kid in the league.
They saying LiAngelo went 0 for 3. He got tattoos. He got an IG model pregnant, and he didn't make the league. That's what his dad said. Don't do any of those. Bro did all of them.
That's crazy. I didn't know I didn't know he was already a dad too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
Kings,
2 more
Warriors.
discussions. Yep. Let's go Kings Warriors. What do you think? I know what you think. Tell them. Look at the camera. Tell them right there in their eyes.
I think Kings are still going to win. It's a question whether they win in 6 or 7. I think they can beat Golden State at home in a game 6. Depending on De'Aaron Fox's
little broke finger.
Yeah, I think
he's already doubtful.
He's gonna play. I think he's gonna play through it.
Yeah, he won't shoot threes.
I mean, he played. I know adrenaline was pumping, but like if he hurt it in the 4th, he still played that well. Surely he'll be able to tough it out.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know why they're already saying maybe doubtful is just a game plan.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I just don't, bro.
I got the Warriors
I just don't think the Warriors are that good this year.
I got the Warriors in 7. I
Bro,
almost want to say 6.
Bro, they are not. If the Aaron Fox is playing, they are. I just cannot see a way they win in Game 7 on the road.
I don't see him losing. I don't see him.
Especially in Sacktown, bro. I just don't see a way they do that, bro.
I think they steal it.
Malik Monk averages 25 at home.
What if they steal next game? What do you think? You still think he's already told me this earlier today. If the Warriors win next game, that's series. They need one more win, and the Kings need 2, and the Warriors got a home game next. It's not happening. But I think it's gonna be. They're gonna keep splitting in Game 7. It's just going to come down to the wire, and the team with the more experience, as we just saw last night, even with their own lacks, is going to win. They lacked twice last night. Curry's not calling a timeout again with none, and then he's not shooting that mid-range instead of running the clock down, giving them a chance to even have a play to shoot the last shot. That's just not happening.
That was boneheaded.
Come on, Stephen. It's not happening again, though.
Wardell.
That
was Wardell.
And now I'm nervous. I'm anxious as a Lakers fan because I don't know what to think. The team with the more firepower that we've seen so far, the Kings are hard to keep up with. That's what they've proven. As a team, they are hard to keep up with. And they've also shown that when it gets hard, they stop sharing the rock. You feel me? They do foul a good amount too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They've defended a little bit better than I thought they would.
Absolutely, yeah. For sure.
But I think the Warriors are just too savvy, which is a weird way for me to describe why I think a team's going to win. I'm not typically one to do that. Savvy. But that's, I don't know. I think they're going to make the plays when it counts.
Yeah.
Even though the Kings have done that when it counts, when they needed to, they have made the plays, but I don't know.
I just don't trust the Warriors on the road, so I feel like the only way they'll win this series is if they sneak.
They have to sneak Game 5.
And then close out.
I think the only way they win the series is if they win Game 5. Because if they lose Game 5, they've proven they're not winning in Sacktown, in my opinion. Even though what I'm saying kind of still exists for a Game 7, the team with the more experience and the better players who's been in the situation is going to prevail. Numbers are numbers, analytics are analytics. Everything you can want to believe is whatever.
Yeah.
They're the second worst. They were the worst home, third worst team in the league at home, away, third worst away team, and the first worst playoff team.
Yeah.
The other 2 teams that were as bad as them away were
Pistons.
Rockets and Pistons, the second 2 worst teams, and the 2 worst teams in the league. Tripping.
That's pathetic. Bro.
That's pathetic. What? That's pathetic. How does a championship, championship caliber, on top of being the champs, reigning champs? How do you that bad out away? And it started immediately when Wiggins was there. I know Wiggins did miss a lot of games, and I think they would have definitely found that rhythm if Wiggins had never left. No way. You took your best defender at the end of the day, the best wing defender away, and had to play a lot without him.
Bro. It has to be that punch, bro. That's the only thing I can think of.
Maybe that might have shook everything up from the beginning. They're the second best home team.
Because when you're on the road,
they're the second best home team. That's
when you're
also
on the road. You rely on team chemistry and that brotherhood and shit. And
true.
Because it's just y'all. You just only have you guys. So I guess that just fractured everything.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're right. You're right. I think the Warriors win. I think my Lakers obviously win. I think we're up right now.
I think.
No, I think we're losing right now.
I think the Lakers will be able to pull it out.
No, we're up right now. I think we pull it off. I think we beat whoever comes out of that series, which is a nice feeling. I don't truly know, and I don't know who I'd rather see. I'll need a few more games to decide out of that series.
Yeah, I think.
But the way we're playing right now, and I hope we're not playing this way. We're defending even better than we were before the playoffs started.
Facts.
And I hope it's not just because Dylan Brooks been yapping that they got this
y'all are actually just a good defensive team.
We are, but at the same time, we've been even better. We've turned it up. You know what I'm saying? Other than guarding Ja, who's not really guardable. You know what I mean? When he doesn't want to be. But
I think the Lakers pull it out.
For sure. I think we can.
The Grizzlies are just honestly, I don't think they're that good, bro. I don't think they're a championship team, bro. Like, I'm surprised. I genuinely don't think they're a championship team.
They're gonna have to shake something up. Brooks is probably gone, they're saying.
Yeah.
After this just series.
In the regular season, they got 3 big men who with Adams and Clark and Jackson. So they got defense in the paint, and then they got Jaw, who, on a random night in the NBA, like, people aren't really trying their hardest to stop him,
True.
So, like,
True.
and they have good supporting players, but I just don't think they're a championship team, bro. I really don't.
I don't either. I don't think Ja's the best. I don't think Ja can be the best player on a championship team right now. I don't think he's there yet. We'll see. But, like, when you look at if that's the team leader, look at what your team leader's done all year. Yeah. Prove he's not as serious as he should be for the caliber team he has.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I don't know if I think that sets a subconscious example. Like,
oh, for sure, yeah.
That these guys probably don't think they were going to make it very far, or as far as they thought they were at the beginning of the year, or when they were playing their best in the regular season, maybe. Yeah. We'll see what happens with them, like, later on. I think
the Lakers are going to make the conference finals.
I think we're going to. He believes in the Nuggets. I don't. I think we're making the finals.
I think the Nuggets.
I think the Suns could beat us.
People are sleeping on the Nuggets, bro.
I think the Suns. If the Suns beat the Nuggets, we have a problem.
The Nuggets are the Clippers. If the Suns keep playing the way they're playing, the Nuggets are going to beat them pretty easily.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I think too. That's why I think the Nuggets. I think that's why I'm saying we go to the finals because I think we beat the Nuggets. But if the Suns beat the Nuggets somehow, they'd have to be playing crazy, and that would scare me. That, like, if they somehow beat the Nuggets, I'd be like, okay, they could beat us. You know what I mean? Yeah. They beat the Nuggets, they could beat us. We'll see. We'll see.
I didn't think the Suns were going to make too much noise this year, just because one, they gave up so much.
Yeah, they don't have the depth now defensively at all.
And they played, like, 8 games together before the playoffs?
Yeah, they're undefeated.
So, like, it's the same thing with the Nets. You can have that star power, but if you're not playing those games, getting those reps in, then none of that matters once the playoff comes.
But that's also the best plug-and-play guy ever.
And they got swept by Boston because them niggas didn't play together for half the year.
That's not a team with a great coach, and
they got swept by Boston. They couldn't get one game off of Boston.
That was the worst possible coach for that team they could have, and somebody didn't play. No, they all 3 played, didn't they?
Harden wasn't there.
No. Where was he?
He was in Philly last year.
Was this already? He was already in Philly?
Yeah, he was already in Philly, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Tripping?
It was because he got traded mid-season last year, I thought.
Yeah. Who'd they lose to in the playoffs?
Philly? I forgot. I don't know.
I'll have to look it up.
Who did Philly lose to last year?
Let me think. I could probably remember it. I'm going to try to remember it first.
Is it still recording?
Yeah. We're on.
Fuck, who did Philly lose to?
I can't think of it. I have to look it up.
It wasn't Boston, was it?
No. It was
Milwaukee?
No, it was the Heat. It was the Heat.
Oh, yeah, it was the Heat. Yeah, the Heat made the conference finals last year.
Yeah. Should have known that. Disappointed in us off that. But, yeah, we'll talk more here soon. I'll have some soccer coming very soon. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. Some Champions League, end of Premier League stuff. But we're definitely going to have, end of round 1 thoughts. Round 2 predictions coming soon for you guys because these series are about to start ending sooner than it seems like. Yeah, that's it for us on episode 2 of the NBA segments. Let us know what you all think. Like and subscribe if you enjoy it. Repost if you love it. I'm Roman, the host. This is Abelson, the co-host. This is Reel Spiel Podcast, everybody.
Deuces.
Later.
Peace.